So, when coming to this particular thing, so called data science, ultimately, when we are talking about data science is something which obviously deals with the future predictions. Today, everywhere you see data science is nothing but future predictions is something, it's a trending story everywhere. But first, when you are starting with future predictions, you should know what future predictions are all about. Future predictions are basically you considering the past data. If you could predict what would happen in future, that is called future predictions. For example, let us take a chocolate. Let me take a Cadbury chocolate. Cadbury sale report I do have from year 2000 till 2024. Considering this 24 years of sale, if I could predict what would happen in 2029, that is called future predictions for this particular product. If I come to know that 2029 Dairy Milk chocolate would be having a 2 billion loss, this report is something which you give it to the company. When you give this particular report to the company, they would be cross checking why the loss is happening, where the loss is happening, what are the necessary corrections to be done. All these things they would be cross checking. They cross check and they try to overcome the loss that gonna happen in near future. As they are doing the prediction for 2029 and we are currently in 2024, that means there are 5 years of time in their hands to make them go into profits. When why we actually do the future predictions is depending upon the future forecast. If suppose any corrections are to be done, we can actually do all those corrections and we try to improve the sale or try to minimize the loss or make it into no loss no profit kind of a thing in near future. For doing any of these things, we have to learn data science in 3 different pillars. Ultimately, when you are learning about why the loss is happening, where the loss is happening, what are the necessary corrections to be done, there would be n number of things that comes into existence. So when you are saying that why the loss is happening, might be the quality might matter, quantity might matter, price might matter, competitors launching a new product might matter. So all these are very much interrelated and interconnected. So if quality matters, they try to improve the quality of that particular product. Quantity, for suppose quantity and price are very much interrelated. If suppose for 10 grams chocolate, if they keep 100 rupees as the price, no point. Who will buy? No one will buy. 10 grams is very less, for that 100 rupees is like far more. So no one try to buy the chocolate in a very nice way. What they have to do, they have to at least keep 25 rupees, and if they try to keep 50 rupees, they try to decrease the price with the same quality, then only people will buy. People, when they are buying, they would be going on with multiple different scenarios saying that whether the quality was good or not, whether the price is comfortable or not, whether the quantity of that particular product is good or not, what are all the competitors with similar products. All these things they would be cross checking. For example, a real time use case in perspective of this particular thing is competitors new launch. Cadbury and Nestle are two competitors. Initially, Cadbury came up with the launch of Dairy Milk, which is a big hit, and they are having versatile variants in that particular Dairy Milk. Nestle, there is no similar product like Dairy Milk. They couldn't even build one like Dairy Milk. They have launched a product so called Bar 1. Bar 1 is a bigger hit. Because of that, Dairy Milk's sale have got little reduced. So they have done good amount of researches to get a similar chocolate like Bar 1, and they have launched a new thing so called 5 star. It's a chocolate. So because of 5 star, it shooted up again and this went into debacle. Then they have launched a new chocolate so called Milky Bar. Milky Bar is also a big hit. But Cadbury couldn't get a very proper chocolate like that. They got some milk variants, like a few things. They have got like Milky Way, which is like good amount of sale it have done in many other countries apart from India. So they came up with good launches like Nutties, Temptations, and many other variants. But Nestle came into a good debacle after having these many good amount of launches. They launched a new product so called Kit Kat. Kit Kat is something which created a sensation. Because of this, again, Cadbury is into losses. They launched a new product which is similar to Kit Kat, so called Perk. So, Perk is a hit because they have launched it in 5 rupees and 10 rupees variants. But whereas Kit Kat was in 12 rupees and 24 rupees variants. So, there is a very good amount of price sensitivity over here. So what they have done is, because of the great amount of competition, they couldn't even reduce, because KitKat was a great hit. They can't reduce the price of KitKat. What they have launched is, they have launched a similar version so called Munch in 2 rupees, 5 rupees, and 10 rupees variants. This keep on going. This competition keeps on persisting, all always in multiple different companies, if they are good amount of competitors, not only on the product based. If you talk about the cars, Kia and Hyundai, or else EcoSport or Kia, or else BMW, Mercedes. So any of the companies will all keep on having good amount of competitions. Not only automobiles, not only product based, it can be of everything. Walmart and Amazon do always have a competition. So in that way, there are good amount of competitions which would be going on with good amount of competitors. So the prediction which we do is very important for them. So with our predictions only, there would be a great demand. Because of they see how the product is going on. Depending upon the product, if any corrections are to be done, they would be doing some good amount of corrections then and there itself, and make the product go in a very nice way in the market in future. But for learning any sort of these future predictions, you have to learn data science in three different pillars. The major part is artificial intelligence. In this artificial intelligence, you have machine learning. Many people say that AI is different and ML is different. It is not as such. Artificial intelligence has machine learning as its subset. Basically, what machine learning do is, machine learning is the ultimate part where you can do the predictions on the data. It do have n number of algorithms within it, where and where you predict the data using those algorithms. In overall data, we give 70% weightage to this AI and ML. But for you to have a clear cut understanding on this, we have to learn basic and advanced statistics. Without you learning statistics, it's highly impossible for you to understand what artificial intelligence and machine learning are all about. So for this, we give 30% weightage. This 30% and 70% gives you a proper 100% conceptual knowledge. And many people ask me, ma'am, why, what is the necessity for statistics? When we wanted to learn AI and ML, why the hell you are teaching statistics, is something many people's question. Why statistics is because each and every algorithm of statistics do have some or the other statistical concept induced in machine learning. That is the reason statistics are very important. For you to have a perfect knowledge on the machine learning algorithm, statistics is mandatory, because one algorithm deals with permutations, one deals with combinations, one deals with probability, one deals with conditional probability, one deals with distance calibrations, one deals with slope and intercept form, one deals with hyperplane concept. In that way, every algorithm is induced on some or the other concept. So this gives you a proper 100% conceptual knowledge. But the third one where we go is the programming part. Programming में Python programming will be taught to you from the basic scratch to the advanced level. For this, we give 100% weightage. The course flow, considering all these things, it would be like this. We start from the basic scratch of Python. We start from the basic scratch of Python. Then we go with advanced Python. In advanced Python, we would be dealing with packages called Pandas, Numpy, Matplotlib, and C1. Then we go with basic and advanced statistics, because for you to have a detailed hold on the algorithmic part, stats is very important. Then we go with AI, ML, and deep learning concepts. Then we go with implementations of these all these concepts in Python, and finally we go with projects. So when coming to the project perspective also, 2 to 3 projects pin to pin will be taught to you by me. The remaining projects, I give you the data sets and will make you to work on with that particular data sets. And apart from this, when we are going on with this approach of training, after completion of each and every part, we would be having an assessment. Why assessment is something which makes me understand where you are. If you are not good at any of the concepts, I will be taking some good amount of time to re-explaining that particular part. When coming to the coding perspective, here you would be getting good amount of assignments too. Why assignments is, in perspective of code perspective, the more you do, the more you gain the knowledge. If you wanted to have a proper hands-on experience on this with good amount of knowledge, ultimately the assignments are to be done. Without you doing the assignments, I can't help you in developing the code, because code is something which always gives you a proper prior knowledge only when you do the hands-on practice. Without you doing the hands-on practice, we can't help with the code part. So this is the thing. And apart from that, when coming to this future predictions, many people say that data science is nothing but future predictions. Of course, yes, we do agree. But when coming to the future predictions, many people think that it's a small process, but it's not at all a small process. It do have n number of things that are very much involved. So you should analyze the data, gather information on the data, program it, problem solve it, get detailed knowledge about it, explore it, structure it, intuit algorithms on it, process it and visualize it. All together is called as future predictions, because without you analyzing the data, you can't do future prediction. Without you having a detailed knowledge on the data, you can't do. Without programming, you can't do. Without having a proper information on the data, you can't do. Without problem solving, you can't do. Without you visualizing the data also, you can't do. Without you having an ultimate deeper in and out understanding on the data, that means you should explore the data. Without you exploring the data also, you can't do. Without intuiting algorithm, you can't do. Without processing, you can't do. And without structuring, you can't do. So all are very much interrelated and interconnected. So each and everything is very important for us over here now. So without anyone, it's not future prediction. And why data science? Why people are going back of data science today? Because of good amount of jobs. Why there are good amount of jobs? Because the investors who are investing are getting best returns on the investment they do. That is the reason they are getting good amount of jobs. That is the reason the people who learn the skills that are very much in demand are getting better opportunities, higher growth, and higher salaries. So today, if you see safety pin to satellite, everywhere there are data science applications. Safety pin sales prediction करने के लिए they need data science. Satellite, whether it goes into the orbitary or not, for that also they need data science. It can be banking, gaming, delivery logistics, price comparisons, image speech recognitions, internet searches, digital advertisements, recommendation systems, what not. Everywhere, even a Fortune 1 company is looking for data science today. A startup company is also looking for data science today. That drastic growth which people is having, which people are finding in data science. So it can be a product-based company, service-based company, banking, manufacturing, travel, healthcare, retail, real estate, taxation, software, media, advertising, insurance, dental, pharma, telecommunications, and delivery and logistic partners. Everywhere today it is data science. If you observe, if you book some order in Swiggy or Zomato, the moment they come home, they will be saying that it's 5 minutes away, 2 minutes away. Uber, if you book a cab, it will be showing you that it's a minute away or it's 300 meters away. All these things you will be finding out in the day-to-day life with a very much good intuitions of AI and ML. So everywhere today, whatever you see, data science is mandatory. And when coming to the Python programming, when I personally started my career, it's a C or Java took part. But today, to kickstart your corporate job, you need Python. Without Python, there is nothing. So it's mandatorily you have to learn this particular thing, so-called Python programming, in a very nice way, and deeper knowledge should be there on Python programming with good amount of knowledge on machine learning and AI with good amount of statistics, and you should even learn good amount of implementations also, because once you consider the data and do all the implementations on the data, the concept is something which matter, the programming is something which also plays a vital role. So all these things together will be handling over here, and moreover each and every concept will be taught to you with some or the other example. My personal choice of going on with example oriented training is, example is something which makes you to understand in a very better way, rather than you learn something by reading a book or by listening to someone. If you listen to someone with some example influences and it creates a space in your brain for that particular concept. That is the ultimate agenda of training. So any queries you have, every query will be answered to you the moment you join. Till the course and any sort of help, I would be helping you out. This is the thing, ultimate thing.